Yo, yo, yo! Welcome, guys. We're doing Math Quest 2012 Math B Chapter 8 review questions today. Alright, so let's start with question 1. It should be quite an easy one as I see. Just a warm-up. Alright, we've got a simple multiple choice here. Alright, so the expression integrate from 0 to 4. The function is 3 root x minus x. Integrating with respect to x is equal to, well, let's just work it out. Looks pretty simple. Right? Alright, nothing we can simplify, and let's integrate. Now, 3, we can simplify it a bit if we want. We can write it easy to understand. Remember, the root x is always just equal to 3x to the power of half. Alright? And this is to the power of 1. Just for those people who want to use the power rules, just make it easier to visualize it. Now remember, the power, to reverse the power rules, to anti-derive with power rule, you have to add 1 to the power. It becomes 3 over 2 divided by the new power. And then this one is easy, just like that. Right, and let's write this now. 3x to the power of 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 is the same. When something divided by 3 over 2, it's the same as multiplied by 2 over 3. So you can write it like that: multiplied by 2 over 3, and that makes it easier because this is all over 1, and it's just top times top, bottom times bottom. Yeah, and that will just give us 6x to the power of 3 over 2 over 3 minus x squared over 2. I can further simplify that down to just 2x, right, to the power of 3, 2x to the power of 3 over 2. Minus x squared over 2. So 4. Radio. And we can sub the numbers in. So it's 2 multiplied by 4 to the power of 3 over 2 minus 4 squared over 2 minus the 0 bit. Now, I'm not going to write the 0 bit out because I know when I sub the 0 in, they all equal zeros because it's either multiplied by a 0 or divided by a 0. So there's nothing to do. There's nothing to, write on the other side. So let's do it like that. Alright, fine. For communication's sake, I'll just do it. Okay? For communication mark's sakes. Gosh. So demanding, you guys. Right, because we know it's all going to be equal. Boom, 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 boom. It's like boom, 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 right? No copyright infringement intended. 4 to the power of 3 over 2 times 2 is 16. Minus 4 to the power of 2 divided by 2, 8. Is equal to 8. Unit square. Because it's it is an area. So which will be would be answer B. Alright, simple. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Alright, here's the second one. It's still multiple choice. The exact value of the definite integral integrating from -2 to 2 in the function 4e to the power of 2x minus 2e to the power of -2x integrating with respect to x is, alright, so we're looking for the exact value. So, alright, we should keep some of the e's as the way it is. Alright, let's just integrate that. -2, 4e 2x minus 2e negative 2x. Okie dokie. Now, let's just break away the bracket to see things clearly. Right? Okay, so now we can start integrating. Oh, we can take the 2 out. Right, because there's a common factor there. Like that. Once we took the 2 out. Yeah. And then we can integrate. Now, this is just multiply when you took it out. Yeah. Alright, so 2e to the 2x. When you integrate e to the power of something, or the Euler's equation, they call it. Okay. Oh, sorry, some interruption just there. So when you're integrating the Euler's function, whatever the thing is, it doesn't change. Alright, so the whole top thing stay the same as before. All you have to do is just divide it by the derivative of this thing, this equation over here. The derivative of that with respect to x would be 2. Yeah, that's it. Alright, and then minus, same here. This thing do not change. The whole thing doesn't change. And you divide it by the derivative of this function, this equation over here. So it's just negative 2. And then the domain is from 2 to 2. Negative 2 to 2. Alright. Remember, the 2, we leave it at the end. Right? And then we multiply whatever we got in the brackets by 2 to get the result, to get the final answer. Alright, so let's tidy up things here. So 2 will cancel. This is e to the power of 2x. Minus will become a positive. This will be actually a positive now. It's just e negative 2x over 2. Right, we can set the numbers in. Alright, keep the 2 here. Don't mess with it. We'll do it at the end. Alright, so it's e to the power of 2 times 2 plus e to the power of negative 2 times 2 over 2 minus e to the power of 2 times negative 2 excuse me, plus e to the power of negative 2 times negative 2 over 2. Alright, put a big round bracket around here. Alright, let's see what we get in there. Now this would become e to the power of 4 plus e to the power of negative 4 over 2. Alright, minus e to the power of negative 4 plus e to the power of 4 over 2. And then we can expand the inside brackets. So e to the power e to the power of 4 pluses e to the power of 4 on 2. Now, minus. So e to the power of 4 minus e to the power of 4 over 2. That is just like 1 minus a half. So what you get a half back. Right? Oh, I shouldn't put a bracket here anymore because we're expanding it. And then we got a e to the power of negative 4 on 2 minus e to the power of negative 4. So we got a half, right? A half minus 1. So what we get negative half. Just like that. And then at the end, we times everything by 2, which get rid of the denominator. Alright, perfect. So we get e to the power of 4 minus e to the power of negative 4. Or this can also be expressed as e to the power of 4 minus 1 over e to the power of 4. Right, by changing, by flipping it, we can make the power goes back to a positive index. Alright, let's see, is there any other thing up there? Oh, last one, right? Not a plus, remember this is not a plus, it's this one. So that is the answer for question 2. E. Yeah, E. Yep. Alright, let's move on to question 3. Alright, question 3. Okay, it's again the exact value. The exact value of integrating from integrating from 0 to pi, bracket, -2 cos x over 3, close bracket. Integrating with respect to x. Okay, well, let's just work it out. Let's write down the function first. Ah, the hiccup is killing me. Okay. Okay. Can we simplify anything? Nope. Alright, let's integrate. Now, when you integrate, cos or whatever, the top bit doesn't change. Oh, sorry, no. Of course it changed. When you integrate cos, what do you get? You get positive sign. Right? And then divided by the derivative of inside the brackets. The derivative inside the bracket is 1 over 3. Yeah? Now, when you divide it by a third, it's same as multiply by 3. But we do that later. From 0 to pi. Alright. So it's just, when you divide it by a third, it's the same as multiply by 3. So it's just -6 sine x over 3. 0 to pi. Yeah, nothing else we can do. Let's sub the numbers, sub the domain in. So -6 sine pi over 3 minus -6 sine 0 over 3. Right? Now, -6 times sine pi over 3. Now we have to revert back to our special triangle. So this time we'll be using root 3, 1, and 2. And this is pi over 3. That's pi over 6. Alright, so pi over 3 is here. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Alright, so we're actually equal to root 3 over 2. Yeah, and then minus. Now -6 multiplied by, now sine, let's look at the inside the bracket first. 0 divided by 3. 0. Sine 0 is 0. So it's just like -6 times a 0, which is nothing. So that would just give us -6 root 3 over 2 from the left hand side. Sorry, from this part, because this part is gone now. And simplify that further. That will give us 3 root 3. Yeah, 3 root 3. Let's see, is that one of our answer? Yep, -3 root 3. Yep, -3 root 3 is there. So it's this one. I was thinking, can we, do they actually want us to, convert the root to something else and blah blah? But I was thinking about that. But then when I look at it, oh, the answer's right there. So they don't need me to do that. So I can just choose C. All right, that's it. How are we doing at time? 14 something minutes. Okay, let's go one more. Just one more. Oh, excuse me. Okay, question 4. Finally, it's not multiple choice anymore. Alright, it's just simply evaluate. Evaluate just means calculate. Alright, just find the values. That's what evaluate means, right? Find the value. Okay, so let's go. Oh. This one's interesting. So this is when we integrate this, we can use the the chain rule. So to anti-derive this. to anti-derive this. Okay. So let's just make it back to the top first. We bring the bottom bit back to the top. So there's 2x plus 4 to the negative 4. Integrate with respect to x. Right? And now we can take the negative 9 out first, because this is a constant. So we stay with 2x plus 3 to the power of negative 4. Integrate with respect to x. Alright, then we start integrating. Now, to integrate this is just the reverse process of the chain rule. So what do you do to the chain rule? You multiply by the power, then the power minus 1, and then you multiply by the derivative of the inside of the bracket. Alright, so we just reverse that. How we reverse that is the whatever inside the bracket stay the same. Okay? Now the power with plus 1 becomes negative 3. You divide it by the new power and multiply or divided by or multiply at the denominator. The derivative of inside the bracket, which is 2. From negative 1 to 0. Alright, so that becomes 2x plus 3 to the power of negative 3 all over negative 6. Right? From negative 1 to 0. Alright, let's sub the numbers in. So 2 times 0 plus 3 to the negative 3 over negative 6 minus 2 multiplied by negative 1 plus 3 to the power of negative 3 over negative 6. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, I forgot to put the big bracket here because we only do the 9 at the end. So we get 2 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 to the power of negative 3 divided by negative 6 give us I will use fraction in here, negative 1 over 162 minus, alright, so 2 times negative 1 is what do you call it, negative 2. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 to the power of negative 3, I think it's just still 1. Voila! So this is 1 over negative 6. Right? Okay, and then this more multiplied by. So it's negative 1 over 162 minus negative 1 over 6. So that it's just negative 162 plus 1 over 6. Right? Negative become positive. Okay. Why am I using different brackets? Okay, so let's plus them. So negative 1 over 162 plus 1 over 6. You'll give 30 over 81. And now multiply that by 9. It will give you 1 and 4 over 9. Or if you want the improper fraction version, they will just become 13 over 9. So that's the value. We have evaluated it. Okay? Alright, let's head over to B. Okay, so we're integrating from pi over 3 to 2 pi over 3. The function cos 2x. Integrating with respect to x. Alright. Nothing we can simplify here. Let's straight go into integrating. Alright, cos, when you integrate cos or anti-differentiate cos, it gives you sine, positive sine. 2x, alright? and then you divide it by, we'll put a bracket in there. You divide it by the derivative inside of these brackets. Alright, so which is 2. And that's it. From pi over 3 to 2 pi over 3. Okay, so nothing else we can do. So we can sub the numbers in, sub the values in. So 2 times 2 pi over 3 all over 2 minus sine 2 times pi over 3 all over 2. Okay. So this is just sine 4 pi over 3 over all over 2 minus sine 2 pi over 3 all over 2. Alright, so sine 4 pi over 3. So what is 4 pi over 3? Let me see. 100 divided by... So it's 240. Sine 240. Alright, let's go to the unit circle. Alright, let's just draw a circle. I'll use a different color pen here just for better clarity. So, circle. How perfect is that? Alright, so 4 pi over 3 is 240 degrees. Now, 240 degrees is somewhere down here. Right? So, that is 240 degree. Alright, and now we know that sine, when we're looking for sine represents the y value in a unit circle. Right, so the y value is over here. Right, and we know the y value is negative. Right, we know the y value is negative. Alright, so we'll put a negative sign. Alright, so which angle is it? So this angle, if that angle, if from all the way here is 240, that means this bit is how much? 240 minus 180, 60. So this bit is 60. And finding the opposite of that was sine 60 will give you this particular length. Right? And that's what we want, right? The y value. So, and this is equal to negative sine 60. Alright? Okay, so... Yep, that should be right. Alright, so negative sine 60. Sine 60, we did a special triangle before, right? Somewhere previously. Excuse me. Oh, here. 60. Here. Alright, and then 60 is opposite over hypotenuse. So it's root 3 over 2. Is equal to... So we get negative root 3 over 2. Alright, so that's what we can write there. So change back to blue. So that is just equal to negative root 3 over 2 all over 2. Sorry. Minus, alright, so what is sine 2 pi over 3? Now, 2 pi over 3, I believe is 100 something. So 2 pi... over 3, 120. Alright, so let's draw another unit circle. Oh, isn't that lovely? 120. Somewhere like that. Alright, so this is 120. Okay. Now, we're looking for the y value, alright? Sine is equal to the y value. Now, the y value in here is this one. Yeah? And then we know it's a positive one. So we can write a positive in there, somewhere in the front. All right, now to get this height, we're looking for this height, right? The y value. So we must use this angle if we want to use sine. So this angle would be 180 minus 120 will give you 60 again. All right, so it's positive sine 60. All right, and we've got the answer right next to us, root 3 over 2. Okay. Now that is just positive root 3 over 2 all over 2. Right? Yep, looks all right. All right, we can calculate that, or I'll simplify that into a better looking format. So that would equal to, now, negative root 3 over 2 divided by 2 is just negative root 3 over 4. Right? Minus, whatever, that side will be the same. Oh no, this will be positive, sorry. Not negative. Positive. Root 3 over 4. And now when you minus them, there's just two lots of, like when you expand the bracket later on, you know, it's just this. And that's just two lots of negative root 3 over 2, no, root 3 over 4. So it becomes negative 2 root 3 over 4. Two lots of it, right? And that is just negative root 3 over 2. Yeah? Oh, root 3, not root 2, root 3. Yeah. Radio. So that's the answer. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So that's the answer. Cool. Now I realized I made a mistake previously on 4a. You see here? You see here? From this is negative, and all of a sudden it becomes positive later on. So this is going to be a negative here, negative here, negative here, negative here, and at the end, negative here and negative here. All right, so that's the answer. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, at least I found out my mistake. Okay, so that's it. That's question 1 to 4 on the chapter 8 reviewed. All right, that's already 30 minutes. Yeah, a lot of work. And I guess, oh, let me type in the title here. Question 1. Oh, question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4. So that's it. Let's head into a commercial break, and we'll come back with question 5 and onwards.